so here we are a few minutes later, intraday, on Thursday, and today is August 20th, and we can see that that little short-term selling has taken us down a couple points, and now we're noticing that price was able to close on a 4-minute basis at any rate under this point of control from the hour of trading that began at 9:30. So we have about 40 minutes of this being the high volume trading area. So this is how we use those intraday levels when we look at our value area, say during 60-minute periods, 60-minute segments of time. You have an upper value area, a lower value area, and a point of control. In this case, that takes us from around the 102.25 to 104.25 area, with the highest volume trading right in the middle at 100.03. So the breakout that we saw was not really terribly significant. We did go from 103.25 to 105 on the breakout of the early morning high, but now we're back just going sideways here, so there's uncertainty. Now if we go over here on the 8-minute time frame, the high bar was confirmed with positive delta and high volume, higher volume than its prior bar. On the 15-minute time frame, the volume did increase overall on the high bar, and delta was also very positive. So we just have a small inside bar where the delta reversed, so that's what we're seeing right now. But notice that this volume is overall, it's on lower volume. So the pullback is on lower volume. And this is how we use the volume to look at it in real time. If we wonder that maybe this is the high and this is going to sell off right away, well, when you see that it's selling off on lower volume, then there's not enough money to really push this market down. And so you see a congestion area here. Now this is a very narrow time frame. We're in the middle of August, and things are slow, and ranges are very, very tight. That's why I'm doing this real-time video, because I didn't feel like I wanted to get in and try to catch a 1-point pullback, so or a 2-point if I cut the low tick. So nevertheless, it's very educational. So I wanted to prepare this video and show that no matter what the time frame, whatever the behavior or the slowness or speed of the market, these principles always hold sway. That if a market's going to turn on a breakout like this, if it's going to be rejected, you're going to see the delta that's going to reverse. You're going to see some increase in volume if enough sellers are pushing it down. Now, the next pattern that we always look at is, if we don't get a delta reversal, we want to see the retest on increasing volume. So that's what I'll be looking at now, and we'll see, maybe at the end of the day, we'll see how that one turned out. But basically, if they go up to retest this high, and it's on diminishing volume, and you have a delta reversal on the retest, even if it doesn't make a new high, that is another excellent sell signal. It's a 1-2-3 pattern, which is very well known, and we can evaluate those by looking at the volume and the delta. So far on the 8-minute, there's potential that might occur, that the retest might be weak enough and that sellers would get the upper hand, but we're at the 10:15 area of the day now, 10:15 Central Time, which is usually when the market tends to not continue pushing in that prior direction, because people over on the East Coast are already starting to go to lunch or take their morning break in the fitness center and then go to lunch or whatever, because it is often very slow between 10:15 and 12:15 Central Time. So there is potential possibly for selling here, and we'll take a look at that based on our observations of this, whether they're going to get back up to the high and what they do when they get there. So this is how you use the delta. You can look at multiple time frames like this. You can go down to a tick chart. You can focus on a 15-minute and get the biggest signals, or if you want to go down to a 4-minute, you might take some scalps in between, which on a 4-minute you might have even wanted to get 2-3 ticks on this sell-off, which wouldn't have been very difficult. And on the 8-minute you can get some good 2 to 3, 4-point trades, and the same thing on the 15-minute, maybe even more. So looking at the volume, looking at the delta, looking at the levels of the 60-minute value area high and low and point of control, looking at all of that in the context of the value area high, low, and point of control for the day, and the value area that's building during the day, as we see now here. Our value area for the morning is they're right up at the value area high. They went above it, now they're below it. So that's always a potential setup. If they can't get above it here real quick, then you have to have some doubts about this attempt to maintain an upward move, for at least for the morning. So looking at the all the volume and the delta will let us make our determination here. So that's what we'll be doing right now.